The Red Sea. Moses went back to Egypt and talked to Pharaoh with his brother Aaron. He told Pharaoh to let God's people go, but Pharaoh said no. So God made many bad things happen in Egypt. Finally, Pharaoh told Moses that God's people could go. The Israelites packed up all their things. They took all their animals, sheep, goats, donkeys, and cows. All of God's people were leaving the land of Egypt. They would not have to be slaves and work for Pharaoh anymore. They were happy to be going to a new land that God had promised to them. God led the Israelites the way He wanted them to go. During the day, He led them with a tall cloud, and at night, they followed a tall pillar of fire. They could travel day or night, with God guiding the way. Soon, they came to the Red Sea and camped there. Back in Egypt, Pharaoh was thinking about God's people, his slaves, leaving Egypt. Who was going to do all their work now? Pharaoh needed their help. Suddenly, he became very angry and decided to chase after the Israelites to bring them back. He got his chariot ready and all his Egyptian officers. Soon, he had a huge army of chariots and soldiers, and they sped off after God's people. They caught up with them on the shores of the Red Sea. God's people were trapped. The Red Sea was in front of them, and Pharaoh's army was behind them. The Israelites cried out to God for help.
With this staff,
They asked God to save them.
shall do.
God heard the Israelites and Moses' prayer. He told Moses to lift up his shepherd's staff and stretch out his hand across the water. Moses obeyed God. A strong east wind came and blew all night, turning part of the sea into dry land. The waters formed a big wall on each side, and down the middle was a dry path. All of God's people walked on dry land through the Red Sea with their animals and all of their things. Pharaoh and his big army were coming behind them, but God's people were safe and dry. When all of the Israelites were safely on the other side of the Red Sea, God told Moses to stretch out his arm over the waters again. Moses obeyed God. When he did this, all of the Red Sea waters came crashing down on Pharaoh and his army. God's people were safe. God helped them even when they thought they were trapped. They were so excited that they sang a song of thanksgiving to God. Part of that song is our verse today. Let's say it again together. The Lord gives me strength and makes me sing. Exodus chapter 15, verse 2.